everyone. I'm just gonna say hi quickly. And this will be one of the most important readings for those of you that take the time to listen to it. It may go on a bit longer. It took me about 45 minutes to even get this information. This is a continuation of the reading from this morning for those of you that haven't watched it. And the interesting thing is this morning's reading was more intuitive, so it was very quick, and I had a message. Thank you everyone that did listen to my message and has liked my videos and sent donations to the channel. And this is the reason I ask for those donations, so I can do this type of research. And when you hear what the actual meanings showed me about this reading, it's so incredible. I just want to show you the book I went through for the meanings here. And this message is so special. It is so unbelievable, and I can't wait to get into it. So let's clear the energy. I already did the sage and all of that. I just, honestly, I can't even contain my excitement for this. There will definitely be marriages, commitments coming in, and wait till you hear, like, you can listen to my old video, the one before this, earlier today in my white shirt, and see the difference. It's not that it's extra different, but there's so much more that, you know, is not explained until you look in the book. So I'm really tired of hearing people say, oh, you have to look in the book. No, I don't have to look in the book. I want to, because these books are made for a reason. You know, this is a huge book for one tarot deck. It's made for a reason so that we can get better understanding. So I guess I'm going to go by my notes technically a bit. I do remember a lot of it, and explain this to you, okay? So this is what's going on here. We start with the devil. In this deck, there's so much to the devil card that I learned from this book alone. I recommend you getting this tarot deck if you are, you know, someone that's interested in tarot. Please don't ask me for the name because I'm not going to repeat it. Just watch the video and see it. So we have the devil. And where do I start here? First of all, these are the lovers. Their tails, which represent, you know, that devilish energy, because he's controlling them. He's literally making fun of the high priest by sitting like him with that, you know, how the high priest has that rod up there, and he's just mimicking him basically, but in the dark way. The star, which I don't know if we ever pay attention to this, but it's in reverse, and that is talking about basically the perversion of good behavior, okay? This is about the dark side of existence. This is breaking free of ill-conceived passion, or having to break free of ill-conceived passion. And slavery, enslaved by sin, shame, guilt, denial. The devil, spelled backwards, which I never even picked up on, is lived. And that has relevance in itself. This is about the dark side with all of this dark energy. And remember, without the dark, we don't understand how beautiful the light is. Spelled backwards, yeah. The star upside down, perversion, carnal lust, not spiritual connection, and illusion. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a lot of the meanings and combine this, what's going on here at the same time. So basically, this is in the past. And for many of us in, you know, this twin flame situation right now, this is what we were up to in the past, to be honest, because it was a disrespectful energy in the sense that we have this runner energy. And, like, you know, don't take my words to heart. I don't want to hear your messages or anything like that about them. But it is a disrespectful energy. We were literally disrespecting the good in each other in a way, right? And what happens now is that is somehow, and this is what happens, people have to go with this shift. Either you learned your lesson and you drop this behavior and start respecting this union moving forward, or you get trapped here. Like, literally, this is the past. You are tied here. Both energies are tied up here. Just having toxic behavior. And this can be happening with your twin. This can be happening with others. This can be your twin involving himself in this devilish behavior. This can be you involving yourself. But it's time to respect your union moving forward, okay? So the next card, we can just literally shut that out and put that aside I'm going to put this on top of it to literally say goodbye to that behavior. It's time to move forward with love, okay? So the next card we have representing new beginnings, and this is the Four of Wands. So new beginnings built on a strong foundation. So this is the thing. In the beginning, I was assuming this was a dark energy, and that's all I was really looking into, and then looking at this beautiful energy. But what this is this is those same two people breaking free and moving forward into a new beginning and starting over with a strong foundation now. This is like wedding, new life. And this card is actually about complete opposites, but their love and attraction is legendary. The heart wants what it wants. And I don't want to hear anyone saying, like, I'm not opposite from him. In many ways you are. And anything that touches you that I say, just take a look at it. Just take a step back. In many ways you are. And opposites do attract, okay? So let's see. Complete opposites. But the love and attraction is legendary. This is protection. These Four Wands, this is kind of representing a Jewish theme with this energy here. But these are about protecting the home and being protected. And there is a strong energy included with the Six of Cups about being protected by this man. This is an enclosed gate. There is someone guarding the gate. This is a protected union. Even here, it's almost like the hands of God is coming in and saying, this is your love. Like, here you go. Blessings for all of you. Protection, protection, protection. These unions, these divine unions are very heavily protected, okay? This also can represent country life, which is like not something personally that I would want is country life. But you know what? Some of us will get to that spot where we start becoming more spiritually connected and we don't want to be in the city and we want to be in the country. Literally, I feel like I have something... like, I'm sorry, I just ate grapes, but I don't have anything there. So, okay. So this can be country life. I have opposites attract and the heart wants what it wants. Don't forget where you came from. And this is very important, especially when we have the Justice card here, which I'll get into after. So this is not forgetting everything that you guys have been through, and it's about respecting it and appreciating it. Ace of Wands. So there wasn't too much I felt like I had to write down for this card because it was real simple. I give you my heart. My love is larger than life. New beginnings. Unconditional love. Blessed. Blessed state. Protected. And even for some, an inheritance. So for some of you, I mean, yeah, you're inheriting this beautiful new union, but you might even come into an inheritance. And there's actually that energy of winning a lottery down here with this Wheel of Fortune card. These are all the same cards I pulled earlier in the earlier video. So we have the Six of Cups, and I'm going to tie this all together momentarily. Fairness, balance, and it goes both ways. Let me make sure I'm reading the right part here. Sorry, here we go. Okay, no, I wasn't. I was reading the next card. Okay, unconditional love, blessed, protection. So I was reading part of that with the Ace of Cups, which is absolutely fine. So what goes on here is this. These two people finally get to be free in their love. They finally get to have that innocence come back. And it is blessed. Once again, we have this gentleman here who is like the wise man. He could be the grandpa, let's just say. But he's welcoming this union with open arms. And it's like they're remembering how much love they shared for each other. And this is literally so protected in so many different ways. This is in a gated community, technically, where these two children are able to run free and do as they please and live their heart's desire together, okay? Now, the next card is Justice. This is important, and it's almost like saying someone here has to make sure their karmic issues are cleared and balanced. This is the Justice card. This represents fairness, balance. It goes both ways. This woman sees the whole truth. She is not blind in any way. It represents Libra. So remember, this Libra full moon will be bringing things back into balance. And you know, it's important to stand up for what's right. It's important to give what you want to receive, integrity wise. Okay. So if you were doing any sort of, if like any shady behavior is going to, you know, be under scrutiny here. And it even goes as far as let's just say, okay, this is what I'm envisioning here, okay? Like if your masculine was putting down his karmic or something like that, it's not your job to get involved, first of all. And second of all, it's not your job to join into the conversation. In fact, you should raise above that and look at it through equal eyes. No matter which way you're looking at it, it's fairness for all involved in this situation. Everyone did something wrong and everyone did something right type of an energy, okay? There could be legal issues that will be coming to a closure for this full moon. Like there's stuff that has to get wrapped up now to bring the scales back into balance, okay? Now here we have the Magician and the Star card. Let's see if you can see that. And after reading the descriptions, I truly felt like they are connected with the Divine Feminine. And I'll tell you why. The Magician. There was one specific, because it had to do with femininity and having more power. A feminine having more power than she realizes. Goddess of Truth revealed. Let me just see if everything, if I'm... Goddess of Truth revealed. Sorry, I'm going to get this. Okay, here we go. The woman achieving dreams. A woman achieving dreams. This has to do with Mercury. As above, so below. So, but really most importantly, what this Magician card represents is all of the aces coming together. This is why the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand is there. This is about all the blessings coming here. And for the Divine Feminines, if you've been working on this one way or another, or working on yourself, your blessings are coming in. And we have this Star card and this feminine energy. All of these stars here represent wishes coming true, and each star is their own. Okay, I'm going to read what I wrote here because it's important. Okay, all stars are the center of their own universe. And so this is about getting guidance. This is also about the days of the week, these 7 white stars here. And also, this is about the Divine Feminine giving herself love. And you see this cup that, yeah, she's pouring it on the earth, but it's spreading in multiple directions. And for me, it represents almost like a tree and the roots. And it's going to spread its love everywhere and this divinity everywhere. So I feel like up here, these last 2 cards have a lot to do with the Divine Feminine who's been working on herself. And, you know, we'll get into manifestation after this because I do want to make a note. Please do not dwell on what you want because you'll be pushing it away. Just feed yourself, work on growing yourself, and all these energies can come into play. And now let me just clarify this top row and make it sound a little bit easier for you. If someone wants to timestamp here, it's up to you. But I'll get into the bottom row after. So basically what this is saying here is we have this energy of 2 people that were not doing things right. For some of the Divine Masculines and Feminines, some of you were already, you know, involving each other with each other when you still had ties to other energies. And that was basically laughing at life and laughing at the good in life when really you have to cut yourself free of any of these, what do I want to say? Like these, it's just energy that you shouldn't be involved in. If there's, you know, a marriage or anything like that, it had to have been cut. It's basically living in sin, living in shame. And a lot of the Divine Masculines and Feminines did feel that guilt, like they weren't doing something right. And if you weren't feeling that, Divine Feminines, because I know 90% of my viewers are female, understandable. But the masculines were. But I'm not going to say I was perfect. I was maybe not having sex with anyone or doing anything like that at all. But I still wasn't living my best, and I wasn't being my best in some ways. There was times when I would, you know, get down or depressed, and that's no way to fight darkness. That's almost joining darkness. So be careful of your thoughts. They're so powerful. Be careful of your energy levels. Be careful of sitting around wasting your time, right? And even I had done that at times where I was just, you know, so depressed. I didn't really want to do much. You know, I could come on YouTube. Sure, that was great. But I should be out in nature. And now I'm taking nightly walks. Our snow is finally clearing. I can do the garbage pickup. Like last night I did that. And, you know, live your best and live your best for everyone, and don't make fun of the good in life in a sense. Like don't tease it. And you remember the devil is lived in reverse. So literally you're not living, you know, you're in this devilish behavior. And this star upside down is the perversion. Like, that's the word, the perversion of all the good things going on in your life. But you're just like, you have this divine masculine, and instead you're just giving into temptation instead of standing up for what you truly know is the truth within you, which is that you want this. You want this stability, right? You want this blessing, this protected union. You want to honor this union. So for many of you, you will be breaking free of this devilish energy. And I should have looked at the time, because this book has all the times for every card. Let me just see if I can pick it up right now. So, and there is an energy of the minor cards that represent this are earth cards, obviously, but there is this energy. I don't know where Jupiter or Mars is right now, of things that happened in the beginning of the year or the end of last year taking a turn coming up. Like with the World card, the Devil and the World card are actually in the same category here. So they're taking a turn, going from dark to light. Okay, so whatever issues you were dealing with, I don't know much about astrology, though I am going to take more time and start educating myself on that. There is this energy of taking a turn here. And when this turn happens, the blessings are coming in, and it's like, you have my whole heart. You have my whole blessings wholeheartedly for this union. It is time for you to be free and innocent and enjoy life. And you have passed the test. Of course, for this to be in the middle, it is truly saying, though some may still have stuff to clear, it is truly saying you've cleared it, you've passed it, you've moved forward. At least the feminines definitely have on this row, because here we are now taking our power back, not even sometimes realizing how much power we have, feeding ourselves, nourishing ourselves. The actual description of this woman is a full-figured, voluptuous woman, full of life. And they talk about this bird in the background freeing itself, spreading its wings, and the fact that this love she's giving to the earth, and it's spreading in multiple directions. Okay, now let's get to the bottom of the deck here. Oh, amazing. I just love doing research. Okay, so this card can represent the darkest before the dawn. It can also represent the dark night of the soul. And I want to make sure I'm looking at the right. Yep, it is that one. So someone here, dark night of the soul. Okay. Nightmares, insomnia, darkest before the dawn, surrounded by fears. But listen to this. So some people had to fight these fears and get out of their head. And I really, truly feel like it's a masculine energy here. And you know what part of his fears were? It was the amount of love he felt for his feminine. And she's been working on herself, so therefore she has this whole dream that she's literally manifested here. So he's literally getting pulled towards her, because deep in his heart, he knows his dream too. He knows what he wants. And sometimes his fears seem so much bigger than what they truly are. And guess what? No one ever talks about this. This quilt that is over this man is actually an astrological quilt. And you guys can't see it. You see the flowers, but all the other ones have the Taurus symbol, every symbol in here, the Gemini symbol, the Cancer symbol, like all the symbols are in there. And I don't know if you can kind of see. Soon I'll get a really good camera for here. I'm really excited about that. So he's protected by the heavens is what it literally said. Okay. Okay. This also has to do with facing truths. And that's the part which told me he's finally realizing, like, oh my God, like he woke up. Like, I'm getting this vision too. I have this vision too. This is calling me too. I realize who my divine feminine is. I realize what I have to do. I literally have to get up. So we have this Knight of Pentacles, or Knight of Cups. So this is what happens. Let me explain it first, okay? Knight of Cups. So this is taking a rest. We have the crystal clear water here. He realizes what's going on. This is Pisces season. This is actually happening now for many of you, okay? Congratulations. This is a celebration of accomplishments. And, we have this masculine. He's gotten out of bed and he's moving in this forward direction. And we have the Death card. Now, how many of us knew that the Death card is actually stomping on the Emperor? I didn't know that, okay? So this is in reverse. So the Death card is actually stomping on the Emperor. We have the symbolization of the High Priestess in the background. Also the Moon card in the energy of the two towers in the background. We also have the Sun, which rises and falls. The Death card apparently has extreme amount of patience because he doesn't worry about a thing. He knows if he misses you this time around, he'll come back and get you the next time around. The white flower on the flag represents hope, right? We have this woman here and this baby here that the death card has stompled over because no one doesn't get to deal with death. Anyone can be in that situation. There's no discrimination, right? This came in reverse. So this new beginning with this woman is going to be happening. This emperor is going to rise again. As the sun sets, the sun will rise. So we get the the meaning of this energy. But I did not realize literally that he's stomping on the emperor. So now we have a little more understanding of that, right? And we can use that to our advantage for readings in the future, in the beginning. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Great luck, turn around, and if you want, buy a lottery ticket because that's how much luck you're having right now. Now, this is how I pulled this whole thing together. Literally, we have this masculine energy that fights some demons, and he may be doing that right now. So if your masculine is absent, he could literally be going through a dark night of the soul and dealing with this dark side. And for feminines, you might be dealing with this too, okay? There's a mirroring energy always in the union. And so after, which could be presently, this could be for this season, this Pisces season, or this could just be within the next month or two. Let me see, cups, weeks. Okay, well, I'm going to say let's just say the month going on here, the Pisces season, we have a spiritual awakening. This masculine, after this hard battle, and it's an internal battle, he takes a rest and he comes to some clarity with the clear waters here, and he starts moving forward to where he knows he has to go. Literally celebrating his conquering of this dragon, this energy of these fears that were taking him over, that, you know, he probably had sleepless nights over, and also probably had some guilt and just being distraught about the fact that he wasn't feeling right. And he wasn't feeling right because he was denying the truth to himself. So the truth is being realized. And now he's like, oh boy, I'm going to refresh myself and I'm going to move forward. I'm literally going to rise again. I'm literally going to go forward and find my divine feminine and start a new beginning and a new cycle with her. So I hope everyone can appreciate what happens when we actually dig deep into these tarot cards. And I'm going to use these cards more often. And if I do decide to switch to a paid platform, which I will eventually actually be doing, but I will do something like that where I read the cards just, quickly. And if you want to come to the paid platform, we'll get into the real message here, because this is actually a very strong message of marriage and commitment coming your way, of people balancing out their karma. And, hopefully, and, both parties get judged at the same time because you're one. Truly, you and your masculine are one. So hopefully you're being really strong and doing really well. So there's not too much to deal with there, and you guys can live freely and happily. And this protected union can finally move forward to this new beginning, this brand new beginning. Super exciting. Thank you everyone that has donated. And please do like my videos. Like I said, that's a way you can give without giving financially if you're having financial troubles, though I hope you're going to get out of that. That is my goal here. And one of my goals is to help everyone get out of financial difficulties. And I don't even want to talk about it because you got to practice manifesting and therefore focus on talking about what you want. Bye for now, everyone. I want you all to have a really, really good night and think about this and stay positive, because this is a protected union. It's beyond protected. It is absolutely meant to happen. Mwah. Yay!